Okay, here at the Golf Science Centre we're lucky to have Henry-Griffitts Golf Club Assembly based here, so we'll come through and have a look at the Golf Club Assembly area. Let's go. Okay, so here's the club assembly area. If you pop over here, we've got a set of T12s here ready to be built. You'll notice up here on the wall all of the heads are weight sorted, so when we assemble a set of clubs, every head is picked by weight to ensure that the swing weight of the set is identical throughout. If we pop over here, we'll have a look at the shaft. So the fact that the head weights are weight sorted, we can use the relevant head weights for any particular set. Also, the shafts are sorted by frequency in the graphite shafts, and they're sorted by weight over here for the steel shafts. So every shaft is in its little pigeonhole. When we pick a set of shafts, we'll pick them from the same little pigeonhole. The lighter shafts up the top here, heaviest shafts down the bottom. So for example, if we were building a set of clubs that was longer than standard, we'd use the lighter weight shafts to guarantee or to help the swing weight of the set, to keep the swing weight at a respectable level. So that combined with the fact that we're picking head weights that are specific head weights just helps the whole swing weight of the set. Now also, by picking shafts from a specific weight or frequency, we're guaranteeing that the flex of the set is identical throughout. If we were to randomly grab if you look up here, there's a set of shafts in the box here. If we were to randomly just grab 9 shafts for an order and put them in a set, they could potentially be almost a whole flex difference between the lightest shaft and the stiffest shaft. So that's why in a set of clubs you might end up having a couple of favourite clubs, because that flex suits you, rather than having a whole set that is at the exact same shaft flex. So we'll pop over here and have a look at the frequency machine. So this machine is what tells us that, so that we can then put it into the little pigeonhole. We've got this machine here. This helps us with swing weighting the woods. The woods here have a little hole down the hosel. We can pop this hot melt into the head. That hot melt settles down the bottom part of the club. So if we need a head to be made heavier to match other clubs within the set, rather than using a brass tip in the hosel, we'll put the hot melt down the base of the club. If you have a brass tip down the hosel, that affects the centre of gravity of the club, brings it more towards the heel, which we don't want to do. So hot melt is perfect for that. We'll pop over here and have a look at the puring, as we've talked about in one of our other videos. We've gone into the puring machine in a lot more detail, but basically the shaft has a strong point. Every shaft has a strong part of the shaft that has to be aligned in a certain way, so that the shaft, combined with the frequency, if you have a set of clubs that's frequency matched and they're matched with the puring, they'll come into impact absolutely perfectly every single time, like a knife slicing through butter. About $1 million worth of research and development gone into this puring machine. This is the only one in existence in the southern hemisphere, so we're very lucky to be able to utilise that. We pop over here, we've got the digital loft and lie machine. You'll see here it measures the loft and the lie digitally. At Henry-Griffitts we have a zero tolerance policy with lie angles. If somebody orders a set at 2 degrees upright, the whole set has to be exactly 2 degrees upright, not a quarter of a degree out or half a degree out, and the loft likewise. We'll pop over here, we've got a little gripping a little gripping station. Now you'll notice the little red line here, that's a laser. That just helps us align the grip so that it's not aligned to the left or to the right. Up here on the left we've got all of our different types of grips. So that's just a little rundown of the HG assembly process. Anytime if you're here having a lesson at the Golf Science Centre, feel free to pop your head in and say hello, and if you want to find out, ask anything about the club assembly process, feel free to ask.